wasn't about the numbers, but
it was about the numbers. Don't lie to the people.
Look at all the sick machinery back here to build your heads.
Around 20-25 miles on the engine. They won't grenade at that.
Yeah. Sorry about your parking lot. I made some snakes for you. I think there's people fudging dynos too, please.
Guess what day it is?
Dyno Day!
So we are on our way, like 20 minutes out here.
From Ellenville, New York.
Yes.
So we're going to Eastside Speed Shop today. So a different thing. A change of venue.
Change
and
of
that's
venue.
because my bike has a Thunder Max, the 2005 Road Guide. Once we come over this crest, really, really nice. This is where everybody stops and takes their pictures. And I even have a picture of me doing a wheelie on this road from back in the day.
How beautiful this is. We've stopped here plenty of times on the bikes. I don't know if you can see with the glare of the window, but and this is the little lookout up here. Ooh, we're here. I think those are Ben's bikes. Those three right there. That's where she's getting to.
So what I'll do is I'll run the bike because it doesn't start auto tuning until 176 degrees.
Okay.
Like the Thunder Max is usually 210.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll bring it up to temp and then I'll run it around tuning the low throttle, putting miles on the engine.
Okay.
That lighter throttle.
Yeah.
Below like 40%, and then I'll do that a few times until it's in tune.
Okay.
And then I'll start tuning up to like 60%. I won't usually rev the bike over like 3,000 RPM in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I'll take it up to like 4,000 once it gets like 10 miles on the engine.
Okay.
And then once I tune all that in, I usually have around 20-25 miles on the engine, and then I'll crack it. They won't grenade at that point.
Yeah.
What's your guess on numbers?
So we made the people guess in the last video, right? What do you think? Because we're guessing. Personally, I'm thinking. I mean, I don't care what it is, honestly. But if it's around 100, I'm happy for a 98.
Horsepower?
Yeah, for a 98.
That would be good. Usually, you get 1 horsepower per cubic inch is pretty good. Over that is excellent. Typically, they make over the cubic inch in torque, so probably about 105 torque. Yeah, I'm thinking when you look at when you see the numbers, unfortunately, sometimes it's like I wanted to make this, but then out on the road, the thing feels.
The butt dyno is better than the actual dyno. The dyno sheet is really just for the bar for bragging.
Right, but also you can't get a better tune. Well, you have a Thunder Max, so you're automatically tuning anyway. But I mean, the tunes that we do are
with Power Vision, that's spot on.
Smooth everywhere.
That's her
amazing.
Yeah,
that's her bike. It is amazing how that bike just has power everywhere, and it's always smooth.
If you take the time to do it right, and then we set the air fuel charts up, Dynojet mats tend to be like super rich, especially when we're doing like big drawbodies and big injectors and stuff. They're like, yeah. They sound awesome at idle, but they're like way too rich.
So what are you doing now? Are you just like setting up mapping?
We're checking out the settings in the map here just to make sure that.
This is what I'm looking at in the laptop at home.
Right.
Here, but he's actually knows what he's looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at.
So we're look around at your red limit. You want it up at 6,500?
No. That I think it's like
62.
I mean, honestly,
usually what we
where does it end up actually losing power usually?
It could lose power probably around 55 with this setup.
So like, I'll be honest with you, I end up kind of like being hard.
I mean, we could see where it loses power on
Yeah.
the pole and set the red limiter afterwards anyway.
On my stock 88, I had the red limiter at like 5,900 because it wasn't making power above that anyway, and I'm always doing burnout, so I figured I might as well help it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like 6,000 is pretty safe. 6,200 is like the standard for like all tools and stuff like that.
I figured if it's still trying to make more power after 6, then I guess we can raise it. But
Right,
if it's not, then why have it above it? Because it's not doing anything but just stressing everything.
Right, and chances are like your torque is already dropping off, so
Exactly.
it's like why wind it out?
Yeah, because if I'm going to be doing burnouts on the limiter, I don't want to have the motor up there screaming for no reason. Why not give it a lower limiter?
But here I click on this monitor while I'm running the bike, and here I have live AF.
Yeah, yep.
My engine temp I can monitor.
Oh, you can move them. That's cool. Yeah.
I can put this over here.
So it's more heads up with you. Yep.
Fancy.
Yeah, look at the screen today. Isn't that nice, man?
Yeah, I had to put something cool in there.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
screensavers.
Never more scared to start a motorcycle until after I put this thing together. I was like, if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen right now when I start it. And I just changed the injectors too, so it kind of did like a long, hard start before it started. So I was like, oh god, oh god,
I heard when it started out there was a little rich.
Yeah.
Black, 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 black.
Yeah.
But
I was just hoping
that's
that
typical.
I was hoping it was just the cam.
Before unfortunately that's gonna smooth out.
Oh.
Yeah, well, remember Andy told me the same thing with my bike.
It's depressing because when we first start them in there, they sound nasty.
Yeah.
That's what everybody says. This thing's got
Sounds
shot.
like a drag car.
Yeah.
And then when it's tuned, it's like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Shit. God damn.
Like, I'm not riching it back.
I was hoping for that hog cam sound, that blah blah blah.
It's still gonna sound good no matter what.
The M8s,
They sound so. I think is it because of the single cam? Is it because it's just one, or what is it that
I
makes
don't know
it?
what it is, if it's the cylinder head design or what, but as soon as you put a cam in that thing, it
Yes.
changes completely.
A cam and a stainless pipe, and they sound like they're
These
hot.
things just sound pretty stock until you get like pretty rat.
Yeah, yeah,
But an M8 is just amazing.
So-
You get that low bit.
yeah. Just using the fueling stuff lately. So, but this is our first Camchest we did. But we linked up with them, so we did the 543 in this and the 525 in hers because theirs is a stock 88 still. So it kind of just is great all everywhere now. The 525.
Yeah, he didn't want to do a big bore in mine.
Yeah.
What's that?
I didn't get the big bore.
No, I got the big boy.
Alright guys, so we did our first run. I think it went smoothly. Didn't blow up.
Easing her in, it didn't blow up.
Good job, Eric.
Good job, John.
Well, I mean, you did the work.
Oh yeah.
So
That's definitely a nerve-wracking thing for me to have to sit there and watch. Like,
Exactly.
oh god, is it gonna hold? Is the oil gonna come flying out?
it's not a matter of who's tuning it, it's a matter of who did the work. On whether it blows
the
up.
dynos will show all weaknesses.
All
right?
weaknesses.
Right?
We lost the horn that held our control for our air. Our cam cover melting to shit. We
You
know that for
with
sure.
the bolts coming flying out and shit.
So yeah, we're giving it a little break,
Yep.
letting everything come together nicely and start playing nicely together, right?
Yep. Cooling down.
It's an easy layman's terms.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get back to it and keep it moving.
Not
Like
really.
I'll do like multiple full throttle pulls, and you can see if I start at 200, each pull like 10-degree increments. It'll reach its peak like around 210, 220, and then 230 it'll start like losing.
We noticed the difference with hers too when one day was like a little bit colder because we retuned her bike, and then
Yeah, they
the
love
next
it
day,
cold.
yeah, and then her bike actually didn't gain as much power because it was a little bit warmer the next time we did it. So
Yeah, right. The air density and
Yeah.
the cool air. They love the cool air. So I always have, well, besides not turning the pipes purple, but I always have the right side fan running. Plus, you know, multiple runs with no fan on, the pipes turn purple.
oh, I bet.
As the engine, you know, as it loosens up, as the exhaust, you know, might blow out some of its baffle.
Oh man, that thing that was deep in here. Deep river. Feel that?
Oh,
You can
yeah.
Feel that.
It was like through my body.
A stock 88
Yeah, let's see if I got something
with just a pipe on it or something.
to compare it to for you. Here's a Fatboy 88 baseline, 74 torque and 66 horse.
So we went up. What is that? That's 30,
30 and 40.
30, yeah, more than that.
30 torque.
30, yeah, 30 torque, and then 33 horsepower.
Yeah,
That's
big
substantial. Yeah, that's substantial. We had people guessing numbers. I was like, you guys are guessing M8 numbers.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are saying 120 horsepower. Where are you pulling this number out from? Like, people just. I think there's people fudging dynos
You
too,
never
please.
get the numbers that these people are saying online.
Yeah.
These people are making all this power.
Yeah.
And our bikes are running better
Yeah.
on the street.
Yeah.
And comparatively on our dyno,
Yeah.
they're making more power,
I-
but the numbers have got to be fudged.
It's a problem with everywhere. If I went with the 574 cam, it would have made a little bit more power up top and a different throttle body. But I wanted that low to mid range where this thing will really
Right.
hit hard now low.
I'm going to show you something right here while we're looking at these charts. And I got a 107 in here that's
Wow. Look at how much more power you guys made, like 14 more horsepower. Yeah,
Look
but
at
look
that.
at that's what just the head's difference, right?
Ben's modified stock head
Yeah.
compared to EPA imports them himself.
Yeah.
They're not CNC machine
No,
ported, they're
all hand
sculpted.
Yeah, we saw all the videos. I think we even showed them a lot of
Yeah.
the videos of
I
it.
got a machine so I could do them. I'm like, no, dude. The reason that your heads run good is
Yeah.
because you're sculpting it like an artist.
Yeah, he is.
Chart after chart in here.
That proves it, right? I think people should be shipping their heads to Ben to do them, right? I couldn't be happier with the way this turned out. I mean, this thing's gonna be
Yeah.
a monster. I
You
can't.
got you got your numbers.
I got my numbers.
You got your
I mean,
numbers.
it wasn't about the numbers, but
It was about the numbers. Don't lie to the people.
Andy did call it though. What did Andy said?
Yes.
100,
Yeah.
right around there. Did you hear it through there? Did you hear it out there?
It's gonna be good.
Oh, it was close.
Yeah, nice.
Dude, look, you're looking at 4 runs. It was at peak power in the 3rd run. And the rest of it was just putting miles on, doing the mid-range stuff.
It was a little bit of a manipulation. I'm not gonna lie, but it's made to fit, and then you can run the 180 on the back with this fender. And then the front fender, they come not cut. So you just have to, I put spacers, like the risers on it, and just drilled my own holes.
Wasn't giving us any trouble on the dyno.
Oh no. Still got a chop. I was worried the chop would go away.
Oh, sounds good. sounds healthy.
It does. It's got a real deep tone to it. Dyno Day was a success.
Cheers
To that. So we'll call this a one solo cup.
We only had one little washer come out from somewhere.
Yeah, it was from my my light bar that's dangling now there. I never tightened that one up. So I'll take that as a win.
That's a win.
That's a win.
That's a win.
What's the solo cup rating?
Solo cup? Well, we only brought one each.
Yes,
so.
one each, but it's been
So
it's been an amazing experience here over at East Side.
Yeah.
A very very at home feeling, right?
Yes.
Look at all the
Always.
sick machinery back here to build your heads. Awesome stuff. There's some heads on a jig over there. Really cool. Now
Really,
we're getting a
really
fresh
cool.
inspection.
Yes.
One-stop
done.
shop.
That's it.
The gold looks awesome.
White seat.
White seat, huh? Look at all the parts. There's Ben's dyno. Poor thing. Look at all the heads they're doing here. Got a lot of stuff.
I love that. Oh, that's a good color.
John, is that your box, that orange Mako? Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah.
All right, guys, numbers are officially in. We're going to tell you the numbers. For horsepower, right?
Yep.
We had the 99.8.
Yep.
But we're just going to say it's 100.
It's 100. That's what I want. Is 100. That's
It's 100.
You round up. You round up. It's close
Yeah.
enough. If it was a degree cooler, it might have been 100.
Yes. So, and then for the torque, we have 104.4.
Yep.
So,
104.
I mean, that's good numbers. You basically
Great.
got 100, 104.
Just remember, this is a high compression 98 cubic inch twin cam. Just as a comparison, a stock 117 M8 has about 93.8 horsepower and 108 torque.
You
So
know?
we went up about 33 horsepower
Yeah.
over what it probably came in with
Exactly.
around that. And then,
Yeah.
so, I mean, it's gonna feel amazing.
I'm sure it's going to feel so different. That kind of horsepower on a bike is.
I'm not gonna let
feel
you
so
ride it
different.
because next thing you know, we'll be doing a big bore on your bike.
Oh, I don't get it. I'm getting a turbo.
Oh, you're going turbo.
I'm going turbo.
Okay, that'd be pretty-
What do you guys think?
What
do you guys
That would
think?
be pretty
That's
wild
gonna
to
be
see
the
a cholo whistling down the road.
What do you guys think? Comment below. Let us know. Is the next thing for my road queen? A turbo or a big bore?
We're gonna say turbo. Of course, we're gonna say turbo.
I want a turbo.
I think
I love that sound.
Our good friend Brian wants you to get a turbo
I know.
too.
That's right, Brian. It'll be for you. By the way, if you were following us on Patreon, you would already know the numbers.
would. No waiting.
Because they knew like the same day.
And we're gonna also put the winner. We have to go through the comments. We're gonna put
Yeah.
the winner, whoever was the closest. We'll give that. Because I don't know if anybody got the exacts, but whoever was the closest from our last video
Yes.
with the horsepower and torque numbers,
We will reach out to you.
We'll reach out to
Yeah.
you, send you stickers and koozies.
We have 2 new Patreons this week. We have Michaela Wilms and we have Tom Henney. Thank you so
guys.
much for joining the club. We appreciate you so much. And as always,
Thanks for watching, guys.
stay tuned for the next one.
How's that for you?
That was fucking awesome.
Sorry about your parking lot. I made some snakes for you.
That's a tip.